or do some other thing, I wouldn't even know until I'd done it. Just then, though, they made that sniffing sound some more from a long way off. Where maybe it wrapped. When I could make myself check the latch.
Hello everybody, welcome to November's vlog. I think this is the first like proper talking clip that I have for all of y'all. I'm gonna be making up some prints for a thing that I will tell you about as we go. I figured I could do this and give you a little bit of a story time. There's a bunch of things I want to talk about, and I just haven't had a chance to yet. So yeah, actually I forgot. Give me 1 second. Okay, so I will first tell you about why I'm doing this, and then we will continue. So this is for, there is a cat cafe here in Pittsburgh. Actually, there are a couple, but this particular one, there's a cat cafe. It's called the Black Cat Market. It's quite lovely. I've been there once before and would highly recommend. We didn't end up adopting any cats from there, but we really did enjoy the experience, and yeah. Anyways, so they were looking for, last week, they asked if anyone was interested in being a featured artist in their like little cafe area, separate from the cats, obviously. They have a little cafe and like gallery area where you can hang out and all that jazz, and they're looking for featured artists for the rest of this year and next. So I messaged them on Instagram and said, hey, I'd love to be involved, because they said they were focusing on queer artists and artists of color. Obviously I'm not an artist of color, but I am a queer and trans artist. And they messaged me back, and we got everything set up, and I'm going to be the featured artist in November. Obviously, it's already November 2nd, so, you know, I'm a little bit behind, but they want to have it for November 4th, which is Friday. It is First Friday, so everyone on Penn Avenue. I need to be quicker about this, but anyways, I'm still figuring out how I'm going to do this. Everyone on Penn Avenue, like all the businesses, you know, does stuff, and they wanted to be able to feature me then and like kind of like debut it, I guess. So I'm getting ready for that, and I would have been ready a lot sooner, except for the fact, and this is the rest of the story time, is that I've been trying to help catch my brother's cat that got outside. I don't know if I've ever talked about him before. I don't think so. His name is Arthur, the cat, not my brother. And he got out last weekend, I think. I forget. Sometime last week he got out. Unfortunately, my brother had to go on a trip, so, like, you know, he couldn't, unfortunately, stay home and try and catch him. So my mother and my stepfather stayed for a while to try and catch him on their own, and then they had to go home because they had work. So I offered to try and catch him as well, because we all want this man to come home. And I've been going out at night to his house and, like, baiting one of those humane traps that just kind of collects the creature in a box. It doesn't hurt them at all. And, you know, just kind of working on doing that. And he is definitely out there. He's been living in my brother's neighbor's yard. Pretty close. I just realized you probably can't see what I'm doing. Pretty close to his house. It's like 100 feet away, 150 feet away. So he's still in the area. He's still there. We know he is. He is kind of making friends with the neighbor. Like, she can talk to him. He'll come out and, like, look at her and be like, hi, who are you? I guess you're the one that's feeding me, right? Because she has been also feeding him and making sure that he's okay. But he won't let anybody get close to him. He's, you know, scared and confused, as a small BB would be. But, yeah, we're doing our best to catch him. And, yeah, so right now the goal is to put all of his food in the trap. I don't know why I put a period there. A plus tax. Put his food in the trap, but keep the trap from, like, going closed. I have it tied open so that he can get used to going in there to eat the food. And then I'm thinking like Friday, maybe I'll go up after the Black Cat Market and the first Friday, like, you know, late in the evening, and go and untie the trap and put out his food. And then ideally, in the morning, he'll be in there. So far, the only thing we've caught in the trap is a skunk. Yeah, that's not gonna work. A skunk, which I caught and had to release without it spraying me, which I did, thankfully. We caught a skunk and a very confused raccoon. I mean, I'm sure the skunk was confused too, but yeah. So we haven't had all that much success yet with the trap, which is why we're gonna try the leaving it open and letting him get used to it method. So yeah, that's kind of what's going on in my life right now, and why I'm not as far ahead on what I want to be doing as I could be, but that's okay because I love my brother and his cat, and I want to make sure that he is okay, and that we ideally catch him before my brother comes home, and, you know, get him taken care of. So yeah, I don't know. Okay. I don't like folding this over all the way, because then a little bit of the bag kind of covers the sticky instead of just the flat, but folding it up higher than it actually is not working great, so I'm just gonna do it that way and it'll be okay. But yeah, so I don't remember what I was saying, but this is the same sort of bags that I use for my cards. You've seen me do, this is the new packaging for my cards that I'm using. These are clear bags from clearbags.com, very creative name, but you know, it tells you what they make and what they have. So I don't remember. Oh yeah, these are compostable. I think they might only be industrially compostable, these bags, which is a shame, but it's the best I could find, and I am going to keep looking, see if I can find anything different. So if y'all know of any at-home compostable bags, or if you've had success composting these here at home, let me know, and I will make a note of that. Or find whatever it is that you think is a better option. So I've been putting these little thingies just kind of stick to everything. The bits that come off the back of the card, I'm putting them in this mug that I have here. It's from Barnes & Noble, but unfortunately it has a chip in the top of it, so I don't use it for drinks. I am looking forward, or looking to in the future, fixing it and using it again. I have both glue and a type of clay called Milliput that will make it safe to drink out of again without worrying about it cracking further or cutting me because it's chipped. So yeah. So what these little cards are that I'm putting in with the prints is essentially an artist statement. Here, I'll hold it up so you can see. And it just explains, well, first of all, it tells how big the print is, what it's printed on, because some of these are printed on recycled cardstock, and then some of them, unfortunately, are not, just because of the availability and all that. And then it gives a little bit of what the print is about and what my intentions were with. Okay, we're back. I don't know why I turned that off. That was kind of stupid of me. What my intentions were with making the print. Because when I sell these in person at markets and whatnot, you know, we talk, people ask about it, and I tell them what I'm thinking or what I was thinking at the time. And then when I sell them online in my shop, whether it's Etsy or on my own personal shop, I have the description, which can kind of explain that. So I just, especially these that don't have the right to repair written on them, the small ones don't. I wanted my thoughts to be present, just because I guess I'm a nosy busybody and want everyone to know what I'm thinking. So yeah, I am just, gonna keep doing this. This is gonna take me actually a lot longer than I thought it was going to, but I think I'm gonna keep going. I guess I'll record at least some of this and like speed it up, maybe put it to music since I've talked to you about everything, or maybe I'll speed the whole thing up and then put this audio over it separately. Probably not. I'll probably do it the first way, but we'll see. So yeah. This is probably something that I might ask my girlfriend to do this evening. She said she could help me get everything ready since I want to take the things over tomorrow morning. And I still have a lot of other stuff I need to be doing, but I at least wanted to get this started so I could record it and tell y'all what's going on in my life and what's up. And don't worry, I will give you an update later in the month when we catch Arthur. I'll let you know. I won't leave you hanging. Because I know if it were me, I'd be like, but what happened to the baby? But yeah, so this is where we are, and this is what I'm doing. And I'm just moving as fast as I can. But aside from the actual time that I was using up there, which was fine. Like I said, I wanna catch him and bring him home. I was having the problem of I wasn't getting enough sleep, and I was just kind of turning into a zombie. Like, it's amazing to me how fast sleep deprivation can, like, start impacting your cognitive function and your energy levels and stuff. So I don't know, I was a zombie, basically. But all right, I've done all of these Witchcraft number 3 5x7 inch ones. I'm taking 10 of each, even though I have obviously more than that. I just figure 10 is a good start, and if they need more during the month, I'll give it to them. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put you into time-lapse, and I might come back in and talk to you later about other stuff if I think of anything, but I am probably going to listen to my book right now, which is The Trials of Coley by M.R. Carey. This is the second book in the Rampart trilogy, and they're both so good so far. This is the same person who wrote The Girl with All the Gifts and The Boy on the Bridge, which I talked about in one of my very first vlogs on here. You can find it back in, like, April of 2020, or March, I don't know, back about that time. So, yeah, this is a really good book. I can talk about it more later if you want, but I'm going to listen to this while I package up these art prints.
Back in. She was holding a tray.
Okay, hi everybody. So, I have a bag of stuff here that needs to be dealt with. Junk mail for my P.O. box. Cat treats for my brother's cat, because we've put them all out on his food, you know, to entice him. So I got some more. I think this is the right flavor. I know it's the right, like, brand. These aren't the kind we feed our cats, but this was the kind he had in his cupboard, so I wasn't gonna take up some of the ones we had and then have the cat Arthur be like, ugh, no thank you, I'm not, you know, not coming back. So, yeah, got some of those, some mail, but then I went to the thrift store, and I'll show you real quick 2 things I got at the thrift store. We'll start with the mug. So this mug was originally 99 cents there, and then you can see it has the, it's a green color, which was the color of the week. So, here it is. It's very 90s. I don't know if it has like I don't think it has a copyright date on it. It just says made in China. But, you know, it's nothing really special. The reason I got it is because my mother has the exact same mug, or used to. I think she still has it, but I'm not sure. And I thought it'd be fun to have matching mugs with her, and it's just kind of nostalgic, you know? And then someday if she, you know, when she downsizes, they want to move to Florida and she gets rid of all her extra stuff, maybe I'll have 2 of these. I don't know. So there's that. And then I got this shirt, which was $5.79. It's a size extra large. It's been there for a few days. I think that's fascinating, the, now that they show the date on it. It's from Land's End, I think. Yeah, it's a 1X women's shirt. I mostly wear women's clothes. I do wear men's clothes sometimes. It depends on what I find. I don't like men's pants, although I hate the pockets in women's pants, so it's kind of a lose-lose situation. But yeah, this says it's been there since the 31st of October, which I think is really cool. The mug was there since the 10th of September, so a while. But I mean, look at it. So yeah, I am back from dropping off all the stuff to the Black Cat Market. I was going to film more of the, like, prep process, but as you can probably tell, I don't actually know what you can see, so maybe you can't tell. But it is an absolute disaster zone in here. And I don't like filming when it's that messy. I'm going to clean up a bit. Also, the camera battery died right about when I stopped filming earlier. And I just decided I was just going to go and not bother recording it, because I was just, you know, in a hurry and wanted to get everything done. Julia did end up helping me package up the rest of the prints. I did the other stuff, and it really was a big help. Dropped everything off, although I made a mistake when I first got there, and I feel like such an idiot. So, the Black Cat Market is on Penn Avenue in a neighborhood called Garfield, and about 2 stores down, it's all one big, like, chunk of a building. There's 2 stores down is another shop called Workshop PGH, which is like, they sell plants, they sell zines, they sell, you know, all sorts of cool crafty stuff and clothes. And they had a big cat on their sign. And I just went in there without reading. I saw the cat and I was like, oh, Black Cat Market. You know, this must be like their winter cat sign thing. I don't know. But, didn't realize that it was the wrong place until I'd already dropped the stuff off, walked outside, actually read their sign and saw it said Workshop. So I went, I went back inside and said, I feel like such an idiot, but I'm supposed to take this stuff to the Black Cat Market. So then I had to go back outside, walk down the block a little bit, and then take my stuff into the right place. So I'll insert a few clips I took from Workshop, and then some I took from Black Cat Market, because I was able to go in and give some of the kitties a quick pet. Usually you pay to go in, but since I was there dropping stuff off, they're like, you can go in for a few minutes. And tomorrow is First Friday, which is when all the shops stay open late and they do stuff, so I was thinking I'll take this camera with me, and if I'm not too embarrassed, I'll film a little bit. Like, we want to pay to pet the cats for a full, like, half an hour while we're there and stuff. So yeah, all that's done. Now I need to get QR codes ready for that, because I made another mistake and didn't realize, which I should have, but I didn't think about it, and I've never done this before, so I need to have some way for people to pay me directly rather than pay the people at Black Cat Market and have them give me the money. So Square.com, which is the point of sale website I use at my markets, has QR codes you can use for that, like a PayPal QR code or a Venmo one, but I'm going to use Square if I can get it to work, just because that's what I use in general, so it has all of my listings and stuff in it, so I don't have to try and set up anything new. So I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to clean this mess of an office. I'm supposed to do D&D tonight, but our DM threw out her back and has a migraine, which sounds awful. Migraines are bad enough on their own, but like combined with throwing out your back, that just sounds awful. So I'm going to do that, and I'm going to clean up, and then I need to run to Target, which I could have done earlier this afternoon when I was out, because I drove right by it, but I just did not have enough spoons to stop in and go there. But we have to go get some stuff. My girlfriend needs to pick up some prescriptions, and I need to get some stuff for like lunch, and we need olive oil, I think. Yeah. And then after that, I'm going to come home and I'm going to write for Nano, finally. I don't know if I've talked about that at all this month, but I wanted to do NaNoWriMo, and it's the 3rd of November, and I haven't done any writing yet. So yeah, I want to do that. Also, I was just thinking this would look really cute with like maybe stamps if I use like ink fabric. It's got dust all over it from that cup because I just wrapped the cup in this. But so yeah, I think this would look really cute with like some embroidery on it or some like stamps. That would be really cool. But anyways, so I really need to get to work on Nano if I'm going to do it. And also, there's one other thing that I wanted to tell y'all about. I saw a person who had their cat on their shoulders when I was walking to the thrift store. It was a little black cat. He was blind, he didn't have any eyes, but he was just sitting on his owner's shoulders, and he had like a collar and a leash in case he, like, you know, decided to wander off. But he was a very good boy, and they actually went into the same thrift stores I went into, the same Goodwill. And of course everybody's like looking at them like, oh, I've never seen a cat do that before, but I actually got to pet the cat when it got down off their shoulders. It was sniffing around while they were, you know, getting stuff out and whatnot. But he was very well behaved. I didn't get to ask what his name was, but they said he was very friendly, and I got to pet him. So I got to pet 3 cats today, not including my own, which of course I already pet. So yeah, it's been a pretty good day. Mistakes and blunders aside. No.
Oh, look at this.
Oh, yeah.
68 adoptions today. Oh, who's spending 69? Who's gonna be nice?
They've done almost like 500. This must just be in here or something. You know. I'm so happy that Bubby's going home, though. He's been here a little bit. Yeah, I think this is the other featured artist. Got the hiccups. Hello everybody, it's finally time for me to show you what I got at the First Friday event that I went to where I was the featured artist. I had some footage, and I believe I shared that with y'all already. It is the Monday after that. I am rather tired, and there are people doing leaf blowing outside, which kind of ruins the ASMR aesthetic of this video, but I'm tired of waiting for them to stop, so we're gonna do it anyways. I also want to share this little guy that my girlfriend got me out of a gashapon when we were out doing some clothes shopping. I don't know if he's gonna focus. There we go. At the mall. She'd never done a gashapon before and wanted to try one, so she's like, pick one out and I will, you know, you can have whatever's in it. So he's gonna hold the cord to my microphone. He might actually be, this cord might be a little too thick for him, but yeah, I think it is. It's meant more for headphone cords, so he's just gonna do it like that. He's doing his best. I think his name is Cinnabon, which is adorable. But anyways, so I have this little bag full of stuff from a few different places. I'm gonna try and remember where everything's from and give you like the places as well, but we'll see. All right, I got this. This is an embroidered patch iron-on. It says queer all year. I got this from Workshop PGH. It is, obviously it was $8. It's by Ash and Chess. That is the company that originally designed it. Workshop PGH is a store that sells like plants and a lot of just like different cool queer and you know, cool queer stuff mostly. It's not all queer, but a lot of it is. A lot of it's like queer owned. It's basically a shop to showcase artists, small artists that you might not otherwise find out about. So I'm really excited to put this on my jacket. I do have a jacket that this will look great on. And then I also got this from Workshop PGH. It's a bandana. I'm gonna lay it over the microphone. It smells amazing. It smells like their shop. Their shop smells really nice inside. But you kind of, oh, there goes the bunny. You kind of get the idea of what it looks like. It was $16, and I believe the company is called Mary Mac. There is no tag on it, sadly. They should include a little tag, but oh well. I picked this out because I really wanted, they had some mushroom t-shirts, but they didn't have one in my size. It was all extra small or 3XL, and while I could wear an extra large or even a 2 extra large probably, 3XL is a little bit too large for me. So I got this instead, and it's really cute. Probably actually going to wear it today. I think it'll look nice with my shirt. Got my girlfriend this barrette. It's a little cat barrette. Let's see if I can get it to focus on him. There we go. I don't know the brand, sadly. There's nothing on it that indicates the brand, but it's really cute, and her hair is like turquoise right now, so I think this will look really nice in her hair. We got this from Workshop PGH as well. I think it was like maybe $6. I'm not sure. And then I got these two stickers. One says soup is for lovers, and then the other one says don't hate, propagate, and this is like official Workshop merch, I guess is the best way to put it. They had some shirts with this saying on it, and I really wanted them, but I decided I would get the sticker instead and maybe get the shirt another time. It was $3.50. The soup is for lovers. was $4. And I love soup so much. Obviously, I painted an entire piece about soup. And then we did go to the Black Cat Market, which you would have seen video of. I hope it was decent. We got these two pins while we were there. They're both by an artist called Everyday Olive, and Julia picked out the Zoomies one, and I picked out the tech support one. So yeah, that was what we got. We got a bunch of stuff. It was kind of my reward for how rough the past couple weeks have been and how hard I've been working. I was like, we're gonna just get the stuff that we want to get. We're not gonna stress too much about, oh, should we be buying, you know, something so frivolous or, you know, that sort of thing, something we don't really need. So yeah, I just wanted to share that with you. I don't usually do hauls and stuff, but since these are all small business items and we got them here in Pittsburgh, even if, like, for example, this company isn't from Pittsburgh, the Ash and Chest, they're from Virginia, which is still nearby. But yeah, I just wanted to share all this with you, and yeah, I'm going to get back to the regular vlog stuff now. Thank you so much for listening to this little fun bit. Bye! Hi everybody, it is November 11th at 1:30 in the afternoon. I just came back upstairs after lunch. I had a bit of an extended lunch. But I have something that I want to open and show you guys. I ordered a candle from Fly Paper Literary and Grammar Products. Fly Paper Products. And obviously came in a box. You're actually sitting on the box. But this is... It came all wrapped up and it came in this little bag, and I resisted the urge to open it the rest of the way. I wanted to open it with y'all. So I got this because I wanted to create a little ritual for myself every day while I'm writing. Came in a little bag to keep it safe, a little bubble wrap bag, not just a regular bag, but I thought that taking a candle that I burn every day only when I'm writing might be a good way to, you know, kind of create something a little special for when I, you know, am working. Because one really great way to help you get into a routine is to create rituals around it. And they don't have to be like, think like witchy, magical rituals, but they can be if you want, if you're that, you know, if that's something you do. But something that you do regularly, like, you know, for example, maybe you count to a number for good luck before you throw a bowling ball down the lane or something, or say something, you know, to try to get a strike. But this is just something to help me set the routine and make it more solid. So this candle is called The Writer, and it's amber, balsam, and spices scented. And it's 9 ounces, I believe. It was $17, which is a pretty good price for a candle this size, you know, made by a small business. I don't remember what type of wax it is. I know it's paraffin-free. I think it's soy wax, but I don't remember for sure. Ooh, I like that smell. I was gonna hold it up like this so you could smell it. It's very masculine almost. Think of like it's not really masculine, but like stereotypically masculine, I suppose. But think of like a ye old study with like a leather chair and old books and a big wooden desk type of thing. This is not usually the scent I gravitate towards when I'm looking for candles. I like kind of like fruity scents, sweeter scents. Nothing too synthetic seeming. I don't really like things like that. This isn't synthetic at all smelling, so that's good. But it's, like I said, it's more of a spicy scent. But I'm excited. I can't wait to light this tomorrow. But yeah, so I wanted to show you that. It came in a nice little bag. I like this bag. It'll probably hold, I can probably put like pens and pencils and stuff in it, or maybe use it as a small like on-the-go knitting type bag. But yeah, there's that. I'm gonna clean my office. I'm probably gonna put a few videos on and do that, just because this office is a mess and I've kept meaning to clean and I just keep not doing it. Yeah, I'm kind of a mess, or at least look like a mess in my mind. My hair's all over the place because I went outside earlier today and put some mulch over all of my strawberry plants. My mother gave me some of her strawberry plants that had, like, you know, grown a bunch of new little plants, runners, and she didn't have room for all of them in her garden, so she gave me not two of them. She gave me like 18 of them, but I didn't plant all of them. I didn't have enough room, so I gave the rest of them to my friends. But I had to cover them in mulch so that they don't die over the winter. It, you know, just protects them and the leaves a little bit. So I went outside, and it's raining right now, but I kind of had to do it because there's I think it's a tropical storm. It might just be a tropical depression by the time it reaches us, but a tropical storm coming up north through the United States towards where I live, so I wanted to do it now before it got any worse. So yeah, I went outside and it stayed alright warm-wise. It was raining the whole time I did it, but I managed, so I'm just my hair's a little bit of a mess because I wore a hat and whatnot, but yeah. I wrote almost 2,000 words this morning, which is really great. I've been keeping up with Nano pretty well. I think I've done 4 days in a row, right? By now? Let me look. I guess I'm just giving you a big update right now rather than just opening this candle. I have written 6 days in a row, including today, which is great. So today was 1,967 words. Yesterday was 1,707. The day before that was 1,064. Before that was 407. The day before that was only 30, but I wrote something. That's the important part. And then the day before that was 1,593 words. So I really am trying to, you know, bring writing back into my life and create that routine. And counting through, looking at the bullet journal spread, already this month, I have written more this month than any other month so far. The most I've written any month other than this month was January, and I wrote 7 days in January. I've already written 8 in this month, and we're only, you know, partway through the month. So that's really good. Yeah, I'm still trying to kind of do Nano. Obviously, I don't think I'm going to make it to the 50,000 words. I almost never write the amount that you're supposed to write per day to keep up with the 50,000 words, but basically, I'm just looking at it as an opportunity to just write as much as I can and get back into the writing flow of things, because I really haven't written much in at least a year, possibly 2. But yeah, so that's where I'm at. I'm gonna get to work cleaning up and getting things ready and clean and all that, because like I could probably work around the mess and just kind of shove things out of the way for filming, but I don't like it when it's super messy in here. I'm not a neat person by nature, but I really do like having a neat space. So while I struggle with it, I do try my best. So it's a Sunday, and I don't usually film on Sundays, but I thought, I don't know how much of the mess you can see that is my office, but please ignore it. I thought I wanted to film a little bit because I really wanted to share the first time I light this candle, because I don't know, the first time of lighting a new candle is kind of special. But yeah, it's pretty chilly out. But I am opening up for the words, which is my personal favorite way to write. I also use Scrivener. I've used Microsoft Word and Google Docs, but right now I'm really enjoying Scrivener. It really is just allowing me to have fun with writing, which I feel like is something that can be hard to do. If you don't know what Scrivener is, I'll just give you a very quick, very short explanation. This is not an ad for Scrivener. It's just me explaining a little bit about my process. It kind of turns writing into a D&D RPG type of game. There are monsters that you can battle, and you battle them by writing a certain number of words. For example, there's a monster here that I need to write 200 words in 20 minutes, and that would be how I'd beat it. And then there are also ones where it's like, you need to write at a certain speed for 30 minutes. It doesn't matter how many words you write, but you need to, like, you know, keep it, they call it endurance battles. So there's that. And then, of course, there's quests and all sorts of stuff like that. And it isn't necessary, but it's fun. And it's really been helping me get back into writing, because I haven't written much since probably 2020. I don't remember 2021 how much I wrote. I feel like it wasn't a lot at all. Yeah. Sorry, I noticed a bunch of misspellings in this sentence that I typed yesterday, and my brain just kind of short-circuited. I don't remember what I was talking about, but basically this is what I'm doing, and I really enjoy it, and I'm gonna, you know, keep working. This is my 6th day in a row, I think, writing. I can look. I keep track of course, there are all sorts of, you know, fancy schmancy statistics on there. It'll tell you if you ask it to. But I keep track in this bullet journal spread that I made at the beginning of the year. I haven't gotten a whole lot of use out of it, but it has been, when I've used it, very helpful. So let's see. So far I wrote the 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, and 12th. So that is, I believe, 6 days in a row, and today will be the 7th, so it'll be a full week. This will be the first time this year that I've written 7 days in a row. And like I think I mentioned earlier this month, I'm trying to do NaNoWriMo, but it's definitely not happening. I did the math, and I'm like a lot behind in terms of words written per day that I would need to write to be on schedule. Because there were a lot of days at the beginning of the month where I didn't write at all. And there were some days where I wrote 30 words, which is not what they want you to, or what you should write per day to keep up with the 50,000 word goal. But honestly, 30 words is fine for me. Like, I'm proud. Like, obviously writing was really hard that day, but I still managed to get the 30 words out. Those 30 words were probably harder than the day where I wrote 1,900 words or something like that. So I'm going to get started, and yeah, I know I'm not going to make the goal of 50,000 words, but I'm okay with that, and I really just want to see how much I can write this month. I just, you know, I want to challenge myself. So it's not like official nano, but I'm still going, and I'm still having fun. So yeah, I'm going to get started. Good morning, y'all. It's another day. I'm gonna be doing some more writing. It is the 14th. I never really checked in last night after I got started writing. But I thought I'd tell you that I hit 2,000 words last night, which is the most I've written in one day so far, which is great because I don't know if I mentioned it here or if it's been mostly on Instagram and TikTok, but I am trying to get back in to the, you know, rhythm of writing. I haven't written in a long time, so I lit my candle, and this is just to create a sort of ritual, which I think I've mentioned before. I can't remember what I've mentioned, and I hope I'm not being too repetitive, but having that scent of the candle will help trigger my mind, telling me it's time to get into writing mode, you know? So I lit the candle, and man, I really do love the scent of it now that I'm actually using it. I'm gonna got an email. I have a commission I need to send out, and they sent me the address, so I can maybe even send it out today. I'm gonna be going out this afternoon. I have to help my girlfriend. She is taking the car for an inspection, and so I will be driving her to and from and all that, because she has to do it during her work day. But anyways, so, oh wow, 15 notifications. Oh, it's just all the stuff last night. Okay, cool. But yeah, so I'm getting ready. I thought I would tell you while I get myself set up about my morning a little bit. So just fair warning, I'm going to be talking about some online bullying and some, you know, transphobia and stuff like that. But it doesn't bother me. None of this is like hurting me. It's just something really stupid and silly that happened, so I wanted to share it with you all. So if this is upsetting to you, I totally understand. If this is not what you want to hear, you can just skip ahead a little bit. Maybe I'll put a timestamp or something down below so you can figure out where to go to, but yeah, I totally understand if you don't want to hear about this. I can hand in this challenge. It was write 5,000 words. I can do that. Ooh, I get fire hair now. Let's see, I don't think there's anything else I can hand in today. But basically, I made a reel, which if I can, I don't know for sure if I'll be able to insert it with sound, but I'll insert it here.
Yours, she, her, she hurts. Normalize asking people their pronouns.
I made a reel about asking people for their pronouns, and it went onto the fun side of Instagram, basically the transphobic, use Christianity to make people believe what you believe and do what you want them to do side of TikTok. And it started out with a bunch of like younger kids, like not younger, they're 18, but like to me that's young because they're still in high school, but they're old enough to know better. I'm not excusing what they said, but they all just commented no on it. And I was like, okay. And then people started getting more creative and they're like, just usual sort of stuff that you see. But I've just been deleting and reporting and blocking as I go. So like, and of course Instagram hasn't done anything about it yet. So whatever, Instagram sucks, but that's okay. I mean, it's not okay, but you know what I mean. But the best part about all this is, aside from the fact that like I'm not hurt by any of this, because I mean, obviously I have, experience. I've, decided to be online in this way. I'm pretty good at I have a pretty thick skin. I'm pretty good at ignoring it. Is the fact that they've decided that since I talk about pronouns, I don't even mention the word transgender, it's just, normalize asking people their pronouns. They've decided that I am a trans woman, that they need to call me he, him, because that will hurt me and upset me, which it doesn't. I actually don't mind he, him. It's not correct, but it doesn't feel hurtful the way she, her does. Yeah, I just think it's funny that they're that big of idiots. The transphobes and the TERFs and all that, I actually don't know if any of them are TERFs. They don't seem to be very feminist. And unfortunately, there's a lot of them, but it doesn't bother me, and I'm gonna get to writing my queer, trans, positive, polyamory, anti-authoritarian, pro-ecological respectfulness work. So yeah, that was a really bad way of explaining what my book is about, but you get the idea. Alright, anyways, bye. Okay, so it's really dark in here because it's snowing outside. It was our first snow. I bought a laptop this weekend because I really wanted to be able to write while traveling and not mess up my for the word streak. I mean, not just that, but that was kind of what pushed me over the edge. I was like, I want to be able to travel and still be able to write and do work and whatnot. Sorry. And as you saw, I was out this morning. You saw that little clip of me working out and about. Would have been really nice to have this laptop, but it's okay. It came in 2 days. It's, it's not worth complaining over. But the box is very wet because it's been snowing on it. So I dried it off, scraped the address sticker off. We're gonna open it together. I think you can see this. Maybe. Ta-da! We've got air pockets that I'm gonna have to hide from Ravioli. I'm not gonna set this up right now, I don't think. Here's the laptop itself. I have to clean because, well, for one thing, hold on. Okay, good, you can see it. So I'm not gonna really open it right now because, for one thing, I've gotta clean. You can see what sort of a mess this room is. But I also need to clean downstairs because somebody's coming over tonight, and downstairs is pretty similar to how it looks up here in terms of messiness. So I gotta do that, and I'm also waiting for a call. Cassie is at the vet right now. So I don't want to get too into anything, but she had to have dental work done today. We don't know if they had to pull a tooth or not. They may have had to. She had an an owie tooth. Oh my god, these are stiff. Why are they so stiff? Is there something stuck between them? I don't know, but I don't like it. So I'm going to have to go pick her up at some time before 5. And it is 2:21 now, so it'll probably be at least... Oh, Jesus. There's the cord in the box. I'm just making sure there's nothing, like, personal on this that I exposed to y'all. Oh my god. I am very, very good at this. I am a professional. But anyways, it'll probably be about an hour at least until I go pick her up. So I need to get something done in that time, but I also don't want to get too involved in like writing, because that, when I do it, I want to sit there and like really do it for a while, if at all possible. So that's why I'm not going to do that right now. Plus, I can write after this person comes over tonight, whereas cleaning is, the whole point of the cleaning is so it's nice when they come over, so it's kind of pointless to clean after they come over. Aside from, you know, just genuinely wanting a clean home. So this is my laptop. It's an HP. I don't remember what it's called. I'll put the specs somewhere. I hope you can see it. But yeah, there we are. It's got an i5. Yeah. It was $487 with tax and whatnot. It was on sale. It was originally $600 some. Yeah. Okay, so it is like 12:15. I'm going to be filming some reels soon, because it's actually, I mean, it's Friday for one thing, which is my reels day, but also the sun is finally out. It's been gone for like a week, it feels like, even more. But I got an order in the mail today. Something that I ordered came in the mail, and I want to show y'all. It isn't usually, not, let's try words again. It isn't something I would normally talk about too much on here, but I share my crafting stuff on here sometimes, so I wanted to share this with you. I'm really, really excited about it. So this is my order from the Fat Quarter Shop, which is a fabric shop located in Buda, Texas, or Buda, Texas. It's B-U-D-A. So I ordered a lot of fabric. A lot of fabric. I do not normally order this much fabric, but I have... what was I thinking? Not what was I thinking ordering this, but where were my words going? I have 2 quilt projects that I have in mind to start. One, I want to make a quilt for my mother-in-law for Christmas, which I really need to get started on. It is mid-November. It's like the 19th today, something like that, 18th, 19th. So I have a bag of fabric here. And of course, they don't have them sorted by the projects I have them in. I think they just have them sorted by whatever, but this is mostly fabric for her quilt. You can see it's an off-white, a dark green, a bluish green, and I mean there are a couple other colors in here as well, but this green is also for it. And then this, you can't really see it, but there's a orangey red and a dark blue that is going to be a part of the Solstice Sampler quilt. That's what it's called. And I have more of that here. I think this is all Solstice Sampler quilt fabric. Hi, Ravioli. Ravioli's here. He's very excited. I don't know why he's excited, because I don't think he knows what this is, but he's excited. So we have this yellow, this dark green, and this off-white, which is very similar to the off-white I ordered for my mother-in-law's quilt. Or maybe this is the one for my mother-in-law quilt. I can't tell them apart quite yet, but we'll find out. Hi, little man. Anyways, so I'm really excited, and I have one more bag of fabric in here that has, I think this is a very, very light green. I'm not sure. But yeah, it's all one color you can see here. This is the main color for my mother-in-law's quilt. I wanted to do like sagey greens and kind of, you know, an off-white that might be slightly warmer, although this looks cooler, bluer, greener than I expected it to be, but that's okay. It's still a really nice color. But yeah, so that's what I got, and I'll hopefully have put in some like nicer clips so you can really see the colors as well, but I'm gonna get going while the lighting is still decent and film a few reels. Hiccups. Got so many hiccups, Arthur. How am I gonna survive? Okay, I've never heard it make that noise before, but I think I usually have it muted, so that could be why. Oh, you cozy boy. I don't need Discord. Pretty boy. Scrungle man. He's such a good man. So for those of you that are curious, assuming you can see him, this is Arthur. I'm gonna turn the camera off. You don't need to see me, you can see Arthur. This is the boy that I spent a lot of time at the beginning of the month trying to capture who got outside. And he is currently staying with my mother and stepfather. Well, my brother, well, he was staying with my stepfather and now my stepmother, or my mother and my stepfather, for a little while my brother travels. He has to travel a lot, for work, so, you know, Arthur gets to hang out with them. He likes it. He could stay with me and my cats and Julia, but, he doesn't really like other cats all that much. He's also FIV positive, so that's not, you know, not that great of a situation, or it hypothetically couldn't be. But he's more of a loner cat. He likes to be around people, but at least from what the shelter said, he doesn't really like other cats. He is, I think, like maybe 7 years old. Probably somewhere between 5 and 7, I don't know. But he's a good man. He's very friendly. Just very chill. You have to be willing to accept a chill cat if you want to be around him.